Sorry, guys. Hi, I'm back up here with another reading for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need to leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. Let's go and start the discussion so we all can get on one accord, okay? All right, so Spirit really got me up here before going to sleep, you know what I'm saying, with this message that needs to be out here urgent, right? So I gotta be obedient, right? So I'm just gonna, I guess I got the message here, but there's no cards or nothing. I guess these here will just pull from here, but there's an overall message that God really wants us to really take a look at and really dissect. So like I said, going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion, as well as it's going and share these vids, man, so you can get this divine knowledge out here for the collective, so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I think that's about it. So let's go on and get it popping, okay? So the overall message here for this reading is utilize your foundation, okay? I'm going to say that again. Utilize your foundation. What I mean by that is, what foundation were you, how can I say this? Okay. What foundation were you brought up underneath, or upon, I guess to say, right? What I mean by that, if I can give you an example, me personally, this would be Christianity, right? And the Bible and the scriptures and that of that nature, okay? There's a major emphasis on utilizing our foundations. So that being said, you can, your foundation could be the Quran, or all these other religions out here and their teachings and their practices and stuff like that, okay? So there's a urgency to return back to stage one. What I mean by that is that, I don't know about y'all, like, I believe it was like yesterday, God kind of put it on my dome piece, how I went all around the fucking corner for just to come back to my foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because my foundation, hence me, Christianity, the Bible, etc., etc., that's the basic instructions before leaving Earth. So that being said, you have to be aware of those instructions, but it's your job to expand that knowledge. You don't just stay at level one, right? Right. But anywho, God put on my dome piece the journey and the path, me moving on my personal path with God to lead me back to my foundation. Like, if I tell y'all, which y'all see this all through my social media and where these videos get posted at and shit, you can kind of see the growth and the transformation when it comes to the approach of how I give these readings, or how I give you messages, or how, whatever I fucking post, right? But the moral of the story is, God put on my dome piece about how at the beginning of my journey, it's kind of like I was just out there, you know what I'm saying? Just exploring everything, right? So this is like me personally, if I can give you a fucking example of what this energy would be for me personally, doing candle magic and shit of that nature, different shit. Like, on a surface level, but the fact is stepping into a realm that what wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to walking on a spiritual path, and when it comes to waking up to your truth, there's a lot of shit out here where, oh, you got to do this to be spiritual. Oh, you got to do that to be spiritual. Oh, you got to be this, that, and the third. Da, 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 da. And shitting on your foundation. A lot of this new age shit is like shitting on the foundation that you build upon. So this is that energy. In my case, this would be for me, right? Christianity, right? That's a foundation. You need a foundation, right? But it's your job, like we talked about. It is your job to build upon that, right? You have to build upon that foundation, right? So that being said, if you don't put the work to build upon that foundation, you're going to be stuck at level 1, right? And there's so much fucking knowledge. There's so much wisdom. There's so much shit to learn in the world besides forcing yourself to remain at level 1, right? But anywho, a lot of things in the collective, and when it comes to spirituality and speaking on spirituality, and when it comes to just this new age shit, a lot of this shit is shitting on your foundation, right? Pulling people away from their foundation. What I mean by that is you need a firm foundation to stand on. To even build a fucking house, you need a sturdy foundation, right? You can't build a house, I don't know, on a fucking narrow ass fucking hill. I mean, I guess you can, but it's gonna be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't build, yeah. I think that's a good enough example. But yeah, a lot of this newness out here will get you fucking lost. Okay? Let me tell you that again. Like, I'm just going to keep it very transparent with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before being in this position that I'm in now, seeing things for what it is, and hindsight 2020 coming back to myself. You know what I'm saying? Back to my foundation. Lining up with my foundation, but enhancing my foundation, right? I was doing a lot of shit, bro. Like, for example, you know those little, what are those called? Yoni eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? All of this different worldly shit that don't mean shit. Or, I don't want to say don't mean shit, but even though that yoni egg shit, that's some worldly shit. But in the hindsight 2020, looking back at it, right? Or like, oh, I gotta be vegan to be spiritual. Or I gotta do this to be spiritual. Oh, I need to be connected with the ancestors, and this, that, and the third to be spiritual. Like, you know what I'm saying? All this extra shit, you know what I'm saying? Which shout out to the ancestors. I know they paved the way for us, but at the end of the day, it's about the Most High here, right? About the Most High. And all this extra shit, right? Deities, fucking, I don't know. Like, all of that is, if you enhance your foundation, you will be fine, right? You don't need all this extra shit to get you closer to God. Okay? You don't need all that. That can lead you on a whole different path. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God put on my dome piece, was about all this extra shit. Like, I let a lot of shit go. You know what I'm saying? I let go the concept of candle magic and all this extraness, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but all of it, I kept what I needed and released the rest, right? So, like, hindsight 2020, coming back to stage one, or coming back to center, realigning myself, seeing where all you needed was to build from your foundation. You know what I'm saying? And when I say build from your foundation is, like I said, you don't remain at stage one. You don't remain at level one. It is your job to ascend past, excuse me, y'all, to ascend past level one. So that being said, you build upon that foundation, right? So this is that energy here in these moments in time. Don't let all this extra shit in the world, what we got going on in the fucking world, distract you. All right? To distract you from the real meat and potatoes of your journey. You know what I'm saying? This is that energy here, okay? Let's get some cards here. Let's get some cards here. Yeah. Nine of Swords. We all know that the Nine of Swords have to do with stress. And the Nine of Swords have to do with overthinking, right? Just anxiety, etc., etc. Like I said, when it comes to moving towards God, when I look at this Nine of Swords, I see the collective over analyzing God, or overthinking, or there's like a major confusion around how to get to know God, right? To tap into this God energy, right? And like I said, you need your foundation, right? Right. Like a lot of, I'm telling y'all, all this extra shit it's extra shit. Please don't let this shit fucking sway you off of a path. Because at the end of the day, this path is to get you closer to God. So that being said, all that extra shit, I gotta be vegan to be spiritual. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. All you need is faith. But not any type of faith. Practical faith. What is practical faith? Having a passion, a burning desire for something, and trusting in something, basically, and taking the wands to go get it. That's practical faith. So basically taking action towards, practical steps towards what you desire. That's practical faith. Right? So this is that energy. There's no need to overcomplicate God. Right? There's so much shit out here in the world where you can get lost. A lot of this shit it can pull you away from God. Okay? What I mean by that, yeah, can't make this shit up. The bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. The Three of Cups have to do with distractions. Distractions, right? A lot of this extra shit is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow yourself to get off your path. And when I say all this, this is not saying, oh, it's bad to have yoni eggs or crystals and saging your house and shit, or looking into the ancestors, oh, this, that. No, it's not. It's not that. It's about your foundation. So if your foundation is built based off of your heritage and quote unquote the ancestors, then that's your foundation and you move within your foundation. But if that is not your foundation, do not adopt a foundation that's not connecting with your spirit. Right? And this is high. Yeah, look, the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's what we're talking about here. If it's not connected with your spirit, with your soul, that is not for you. There's a lot of people waking up right now, dabbling into things, right? It's just that energy. Like, I'm dead ass, y'all. Like, at the beginning of my journey, I was like, I don't know who God is. Da, 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 da. I don't know if I believe in this. I don't know, da, 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 all that bullshit. You know, where we come from, the starting gate, waking up. You know what I'm saying? Dabbling into shit. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is that energy. Do not allow the distractions of the world to dictate what you gotta say, or dictate the moves that you make and the belief systems that you have. You know what I'm saying? This is that energy. It's about us really staying connected with our foundation, but building upon our foundation. So, like I said, if your foundation is equipped and embedded in African spirituality, right? In the way that African spirituality and the things that they do, I don't know too much about that, but things that they do, you know what I'm saying? Then you need to utilize and build upon that foundation. But if your foundation is based on Christianity, and that's where you came up with, and that's what you connect with, right? Why the fuck is you changing? Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel for? You know what I'm saying? This is that energy. It's about you really. What is supposed to be for you will be for you. Okay? That's that energy here. So do not allow the world to sway you in a direction because everybody's doing it. Goodness sake, motherfuckers is doing these crate challenges. Just out here being fucking distracted and shit. Like that's... It irritates me how the world and the powers that be is just mocking our intelligence. But this is a whole different conversation. We're not gonna go too deep into that shit. But yeah, back on topic. This is about us utilizing our foundation. Whatever your foundation is, you need to enhance that foundation. You need to add to that foundation. It is your job to enhance that foundation. Get from level 1 and up. You know what I'm saying? Stepping from level 1 and moving on to level 2, etc., 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 etc. Right? This is, you will be a fool to stay at level 1. Let me say that shit again. You will be a fool to stay at level 1. Right? Which that will be, in my case, Christianity, the word. Not growing from the word. You know what I'm saying? Not utilizing the teachings and gaining more information, gaining more insight about the information, tapping into your gifts, right? You will be a fool, right? If I could tell y'all, like, it's hard to put this in words for me because I recognize this energy. And it's... all I can say is yoni eggs. Yoni eggs, candle magic, things of that nature, shit that I don't know about. that's not connected with my foundation, I was trying to utilize or trying to implement into my routine here when it comes to my spiritual practices and things like that. And hindsight 2020, coming back home, God just like implanted, like dropped that on my dome piece. So this is an energy here where when you're forcing things that don't belong in your life, shit starts to fuck up. Shit starts to get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So shit starts to get confusing. You know what I'm saying? You start to get distant from your foundation, which your foundation is what's going to keep you rooted. It's going to keep you rooted. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much shit out here. You know what I'm saying? There's so much out here that you can get lost in the sauce. Real easy. Real easy. And this is that energy where we got to stay connected with God at all times. So whatever, like I said, whatever your foundation is, remain within your foundation, but grow from it. What I'm saying is enhance it. Add more, learn more, but be aware of your foundation. Right? Right. All right, so with this Jack of, what is this? Wands here? No. I'm tripping. Pentacles. Yeah. Jack of Pentacles here. What I'm seeing here is, like, if you can visualize with me for a second. You know, in the tarot, we got the Page of Wands, right? And it's a man really deeply analyzing a pentacle. Like, he got this pentacle in his hand and he's analyzing this pentacle, right? So really dissecting it, etc., etc. That's what I'm seeing with this energy. When it comes to your foundation, when it comes to what you're absorbing, and when it comes to what you're learning or the teachings that you're taking from the world, right? You really have to analyze, and you really have to dive deep within these before accepting anything. Even when I was on my candle magic shit, before I was like, it's about time to let that go, there was always a sense of connecting with my foundation. I never went too far from a self-love candle and things of that nature. Which, hey, if that's your foundation, that's your foundation. You utilize your foundation. But in this case, that ain't my foundation. Fuck am I doing that for? Right? So this is that energy here where analyzing the situation. Okay, I don't know too much about this. Let's keep it light, right? This is like that Jack of Pentacles here. Like, keeping shit light. But deep down within yourself, you know what's for you and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get some more. Yeah, the dominant message here. Too many cards, sorry. Dominant message here is utilizing your foundation. Making sure that you're connected with your foundation. If your foundation is within Christianity, then build upon that. If your foundation is Buddhism, then or the practices of that culture, then build upon that, right? It's about you building. Because you want to know, just using my foundation for an example. A lot of the spiritual community shits on Christianity and things of that nature and this, that, and the third. It's because it's coming from a space of remaining on the first level. So the first level would be the word, right? So if you're not ascending, but being aware of your foundation, of course you're going to be lost. Of course you're going to be fucking, what? Sleep. You know what I'm saying? But if you're utilizing your foundation and growing from your foundation, but aware of your foundation, right? You're ascending. You're ascending past level 1, right? Because it's your job to ascend, to enhance your foundation, right? To enhance what God has given you. You got to double that shit. Then after doubling it, now you got to triple that shit. After tripling it, now you got to go, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? You got to double, right? So this is that energy here. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Wands. So we got 2 9s out here. So there's some things that the collective is in this position of letting go, right? Some things that you thought was considered, oh, you need this to be spiritual and this, that, and the third. This, that, and the third. A lot of doors are closing. A lot of you guys are completing your karmic cycles, which when you're completing your karmic cycles, you start to really see, oh yeah, I don't need to take this with me. Oh, I can take this with me, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? This is that energy. A lot of awareness is being given to the collective about their foundation. Yeah, because it's hooked to their purpose with the 3 of Wands. This energy has to do with you taking what you need and leave the rest. Wisdom comes all places. The moment that you think that you can't learn no more, or you're in this position of knowing it all, that's your downfall, babe. Right? So wisdom's everywhere. So it's about you really seeking that out. So that being said, if there's a scripture or anything, sorry y'all, my throat chakra really wanted to lock up, y'all. That was weird as fuck. Anyways, if there's a scripture and anything of that nature, or a YouTube video, audio, or a book, let's say more like that, a book, an influencer or whatever, right? You take what you need, right? So that being said, you will be a fool to think that you can't gain wisdom from your foundation, right? So that being said here, thinking that you have to do all this high-tech shit, over-the-top shit. Oh, I need me some sage. Oh, I need to remain namaste. Oh, I need to connect with the ancestors. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Right? You're only playing yourself. Like I said, whatever your foundation is, you need to remain rooted within that. But it's your job to ascend that. You can't stay at your foundation. That's level 1. You have to keep ascending from your foundation. So leveling up your foundation. Learning more. How do you learn? You learn by doing. Doing things. Actions. Wands. That's how you learn. Okay? We'll do one more card. I think that message was good. I'm going to bed. Had a long day, y'all. I was literally at my clinical site for like a 12-hour shift. So, yeah, I got the key. You know what I'm saying? So, bear with me. All right, let's keep going. I make sure I do what I gotta do for God, kingdom, purpose. One more card. Yeah. We have the Seven of Swords. What I see with the Seven of Swords is this is what's being revealed to the collective. What is being revealed to the collective is the truth behind all this extra shit that this fucking spiritual community be giving the indication that you fucking need. Okay? So y'all, I'm telling you, it's about you being discerning about what you're absorbing and what you are fucking, I guess, agreeing to, right? It's about you really understanding, does it connect with your truth? Does it connect with your foundation? And a lot of you guys are looking with the Seven of Swords here, analyzing the things in your life and seeing where certain things can't occupy this space no more, as well as other things can stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're releasing things that you can, that needs to be gone, and then other things that need to stay. Like, for example, like, don't get it twisted, like yoni steams and goddess baths and things like that. Those are cool. All of this shit is cool, but I want to tell y'all, there are add-ons. There are add-ons. Please don't get distracted by the add-ons. A lot of this spiritual community in general puts so much emphasis on the add-ons as if we need the add-ons before the foundation, and that's bullshit. Like, no, you can show up to God as you are with nothing. All you need is yourself. You know what I'm saying? And some type of foundation. Hence the word. Hence your foundation. Right? Right. So we don't need all of this extra shit. Which, if you go through my whole catalog, you really see the growth in the releasing of certain things. You know what I'm saying? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all readings are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl. As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I want you guys to stay up. I want you guys to have a good night. And bye-bye.